Hello again, guys. I'm sorry for these little black spots. Those are the marks of someone that doesn't know how to properly use a soldering iron, aka me. But anyways, today we are going to review the Opera Factory OS1 Pro. Let's check them out. And here they are. As you can see from the unboxing, it is quite a nice unboxing experience. You don't get anything out of the ordinary. You get your IEMs, your cable, and your ear tips, but that's it. The box, it is actually pretty cool. I really like it. It feels of really good quality. But again, this is in terms of what you get is very common. But the unboxing experience itself is really nice. And well, before we get started with the review, thanks to KeepHiFi for sending this unit for review. They actually send it from Amazon, so I will have links to their shop, to their Amazon shop in the description, and also I will have links to Whizzer's, I think that is how you pronounce it, AliExpress shop, so you can get them from them, because even though these are Opera Factory, I think these are made by Whizzer. I don't know, don't quote me on that. The only important thing to know is that these are made by Whizzer, so these are technically the Whizzer OS1 Pro. But anyways, thank you for this review unit. But they aren't paying me to say anything good about this, all thoughts and opinions are my own. And well, now let's talk about the most important thing, which is audio quality. Starting as always with the bass. Right off the bat, these are a very warm, bassy sounding IEMs. So, for critical listening, I wouldn't recommend them. But let me tell you why. The bass, the bass is accentuated. It's your classic V-shaped sounding IEM. So there is a nice bass emphasis. This is a very gentle bass. Let's say, it is slow. So attack and decay aren't the best. So if you don't like bass, this is going to sound a little bit muddy, but actually bass has a lot of body to it. It didn't sound super unnatural to me. Yes, it doesn't have the bass tone, or it doesn't sound that unnatural is what I'm trying to say. So even though this is a very bassy IEM, a bass has a lot of body. It is not the most natural sounding bass, but it is actually really good. Mid bass bleeds a little bit into the mids, so bass feels like it's hugging the whole sound stage, which for some people that might be really good, but for someone like me, it sounds like you have surround bass, like bass is everywhere, you cannot escape it. So bass extension is nice, there is a little bit of rumble, and bass is more on the boomy side of things instead of the tight and fast. And well, what about the mids? Like I said, the mids aren't the best on this. Mids, well, that mid bass bleed makes the whole soundstage feel a little bit congested. So in busier tracks, instruments don't have a lot of space to exist, whereas bass has all the room to play. which is unfortunate. But vocals are actually surprising. I mean, these aren't super nicely detailed and thick vocals, but they are actually nice, you know? I was surprised. I was expecting kind of KS2, well, I was expecting kind of KBR KS2 vocals where they are at the bottom of everything. They sound super in the back, but no, I mean, these are still recessed, but it is not as bad as you would think. Other than that, vocals again don't have a super amount of body, but they are acceptable. Now for treble or highs or whatever you want to call them, again, classic V-shaped. There is just a tiny bit of emphasis, so cymbal strikes and snare hits sound in your face. They sound a little bit too intimate, and that has to do with bass, you know. Even though soundstage is a little bit wider than average, that bass bleed makes it feel more, makes it sound constrained. So treble suffers a little bit, but it's not as bad again as you would think. These are better than I thought, honestly. I thought these were going to be bass cannons and nothing else, but no. Actually, treble has detail retrieval, which is nice. It has a nice amount of body. I would say enough to make it sound acceptable and not just crush and white noise and horrible. There is a hint of sibilance in female vocals and just a tiny amount of thinness going on. But aside from that, treble is what you'd expect for the price. It is not super mind-blowing, but it is not super bad. So, summary of all that I just said. These are good, in the sense that they are good for casual listening, don't get me wrong. I'm saying that these are super good for critical listening, but you have enough detail to get you by. Again, if you buy this for critical listening, to listen to details and all of that, you are going to be sorely disappointed, because these aren't for that. And kind of the packaging gives you that idea. I mean, this looks super in your face. It looks, I mean, the graphics and all looks great. And here it says on the road, which is why I use them for. I take this for walks and all of that. And believe me, the bass and all of that makes this super fun to listen to. Again, bass is on the strong side, boomy, slow, so it might sound muddy to you. It does for me a little bit. Mids are acceptable. Again, vocals are recessed. Instrument separation is not the best because of bass bleed. And treble, it is not as bad as I thought it would be. It is not the best treble by a long shot. It is acceptable. I mean, it doesn't sound super hot. It is not super in your face. It is not aggressive or offensive. And well, what about gaming? They are good. Imaging is not the strongest, as well as soundstage. Soundstage is a little bit congested because of the bass, like I said. These, let's say, aren't going to be super high fidelity. You know, you can tell where someone is coming, footsteps and all of that, but these aren't pinpoint accurate like other IEMs that I review. Again, these are very fun. But if you want a super, let's say, a precise IEM, no. And again, I don't game with IEMs, so this is just my opinion, because so take it with a grain of salt, because I don't really like IEMs for it. So, general summary: these are great for casual listening, but not for critical listening. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I want to make that very clear. These are super fun. But if you want a more critical listening IEM, I would recommend the EDXs, or even these ones, the TRMT ones, which I will do a review later, but these are great. And these are like $10, but anyways, stand by for the review. So, if you're looking for a fun bassy with the right amount of detail to get you by, these are a no-brainer, honestly. I seriously thought that this would be like super muddy, super bassy, like the mix would be recessed a lot, treble would be just a mess, but no, these are actually really nice. This is an excellent package, you know, build quality is all plastic, but whatever, it is nice. So would I recommend it? Yes. So with that being said, that will be pretty much it, guys. Again, if you're interested in buying a pair of the OS1 Pros, I will have links to KeepHiFi's Amazon shop and Whizzer's AliExpress shop if you want to get them from whichever place you want. And if you use my coupon on Whizzer's AliExpress shop, you will get a discount. Don't worry, it is not an affiliate link or anything like that. It is just a coupon. And well, that will be pretty much it. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next review, which are going to be these ones. Goodbye.